The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. A first down for the offense. They'll try the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Trojans want to move quickly. Handoff to the lone back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Got his man quickly. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback. You're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Fast motion from the offense. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Garrett. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Might as well stick with him. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for this offense. Trying to barge in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Now it's 3rd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback checking off. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They're trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw. This time he's got it. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Georgia going up tempo.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy...
It's loose. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
Nice heads-up play. Jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. He'll just keep slinging it. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that 1st down. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point is good. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Sending the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fair catch, called for and made. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Quick pass on the jet motion. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score, Georgia.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He makes the connection. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Going up top on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll line up for a second down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They're intercepted. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He's taking the shot. What a snag by the defense. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They want to get this defense on its heels. They'll run the option. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Now the pitch. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's caught. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Trojans have their offense in high gear.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play. Big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get routed up.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Wide out in motion. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Scrambling away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes his connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the inside. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKinney.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Quarterback will audible.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He spins that thing down the middle. Touchdown, Trojans! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Liberty. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he makes the catch. The ball squirts free. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Trying to get to it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He's got it for the 2. Found his man on the fake, and they take the lead. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll call for the fair catch here. sending the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing three allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Fires left. He's got an open man. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He's going to pass. He'll throw it. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Motion from the offense. From the red zone, looking for a space. Dances away. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want when you're offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution to drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Looking to scramble. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to move it through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
25.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Fires on the move. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Dogs! And that one will give them the lead.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me, the RD.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give from the gun. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
Nice job by the tight end making the catch and playing physical. You're a big body guy, man. Make him feel that. Nice job breaking an extra tackle, getting some extra yards for his team.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. No huddle offense to the line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody, blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. From the gun to give, looking for room.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires to the right. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Trojans in the hurry up. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner will be dragged down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Makes the grab on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He finds his man. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia. A offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. They're trailing by 11 to Liberty. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop power and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
They'll throw it on first down. Buys a little time. Throws for the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to take off. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
Get up. Get up. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the first down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Quickly complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 46, USC 43.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the back.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On second down, looking again to throw. Quickly to the tight end. The Dogs have enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Trying to pound it in. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Caught the defense offsides. That penalty obviously will be declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you play a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. He'll pull it down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they do on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Rifles it down the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Takes it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
On the double.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field.
3:25.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. On second down, he'll let it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot of it.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
He rifles one deep down the right side. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. This offense has a second down play. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Now he's going to break the pocket. It's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. On second down, they'll take to the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Touchdown Bulldogs! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Liberty. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some. Lets it fly! And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Touchdown, Georgia! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the play.
All kinds of running room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. snags it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he added the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Trying play action. Coming after it. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little